All right, cool. All right, I hope y'all can hear me. On the other places, the other situations, it's good to be on. It's been a long time. I haven't been here in a long time, you know. So I appreciate y'all for joining in. What's up, TT? How you doing, girl? Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. We just chilling right now, you know. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. So what are y'all up to today? What's the good word? What is on the agenda for the day? What's up, Keith? How's it going? What is the good word? What is going on? Do tell. I need to know. What's up, user 5981? How's it going? Привет. Kakwaka. Samantha McCoy, how you doing? Welcome in. Hey, Vin, what's up? How's it going? Where you from? Where you from? Where you from? Where you from? What's up, user 5922? What it do? How are you? What's up, Ralph? What's up, Kevin? Have a good day, dude. Where you going? You leaving already? What's up, Sally? Man, hey, so for those of y'all that don't know, I am a Bay Area real estate agent. I am here in the San Francisco Bay Area. What's up, Jeremiah? How you doing? Hey, those of you who are joining in, be sure to share the live and like the live. I appreciate it. Hit the screen. Separate Church. Hey, what's up? Ashley Huffman, how's it going? So for those of you who don't know, who have been kind of paying attention to what's been going on, we are in the final stages of an election period. And so I want to know from y'all, how is this, for those of you who want to be homeowners, how are y'all navigating this if you want to be a homeowner? Are you waiting until the end of the elections to see who wins, or are you not really worried about it? What's up, Najib? What's up, Fox Force? The Bay, for sure, BB girl. What's up, TikToker? Yeah, I'm from the Bay, the San Francisco Bay Area. Yeah, I'm just chilling right now, you know. It's getting crazy out here. But I got a busy weekend. Tomorrow I got an open house, right? It's going to be popping. So this open house, it's only listed at $549 or something like that. But it's in a super, super highly desirable area. Lizard Picklebug, what's up? What is that, an acorn? I don't know what that is. Tenzing, what's up? But yeah, it's in a highly desirable area. And I would imagine that this place is probably going to go close to $1 million. So this place, it's what they call a probate listing. And so with a probate listing, it means someone may have died or something like that. And the courts, the courts, or maybe they would allow the attorney or whatever to, it might have to be court approved or whatever, but it just depends. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm expecting a good turnout. It's probably not going to be too crazy, but I'm expecting a good turnout for tomorrow's open house. The place is the lot size is 4,900 square feet, or 0.11 acres. The house is 789 square feet. The house was built 100 years ago. The house was built in 1924. So it's seen a lot. And basically, the cool thing with a probate, I need more water? Why you say that? Why you say I need more water, BB girl? What you mean? What you mean? Why I need more water? Why you say that? Do tell. I want to know. But yeah, so my lips. What's wrong with my lips? I think my lips is probably just the light or something. I don't know. Let me change the position of the light. Hang on. Does that work out a little bit better? No, ain't nothing wrong with my lips, girl. I appreciate you checking them out, though. You know what I'm saying? Heck yeah. But nah. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a really interesting listing. I do have someone that yeah, I see you checking out my lips. You's a freak. Nah, I'm playing. Oh yeah, the wink. I got you, girl. You know what I'm saying? I got you. Angela Simmons, what's up? What's up? But seriously though, BB girl, you like that? If you look at that. So this place right here, I own this place. How awesome is that? Too funny, indeed. Indeed. But yeah, tomorrow it's gonna be hot. It's gonna be pretty hot. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and yeah, it's gonna be real interesting. It's gonna be real interesting. I am wondering though what's gonna happen because there's gonna be a lot of people popping up, or I would imagine there's gonna be a lot of people. I'm not entirely sure yet, but I think the turnout is gonna be pretty high for tomorrow's open house. Now the place is a complete fixer upper. I appreciate it, BB girl. Yeah, I'm hoping that it turns out well. So far, I actually already had someone reach out to me. They already want me to sign them. They're, I believe, an architect, so they're looking to buy it perhaps as an investment property. So that's exciting, but they're gonna have to put down a lot more than the listing price. That's the only thing. Because getting it at the listing price of $549, it ain't happening. In an area like that, it's right down the street from a university too. It's not happening at all. I would probably give them a recommendation to put down at least like 850 to like 880, and even at that rate, there's no guarantee that they'll even their offer. Yeah, yeah, even at that rate, and I'm only charging them 2.5%. To do it. It's gonna be a hell of a write up too. But yeah, I'm only charging them 2.5%. Usually I charge 3% or more. Is that what wanted? What do you mean is that what wanted? What do you mean by that? Loan Officer Mint, what's up, girl? How you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. So for those of you that don't know, I'm a realtor and I'm also a licensed mortgage loan originator as well. How about that? How cool is that? I wear a lot of hats, but I don't practice mortgages, but I am licensed. In fact, I just did my yearly renewals. I just finished it right now, but I have to wait until the NMLS is updated with my credentials. But I keep it inactive. So, it's a good license to have. It allows for me to learn a lot more than the average real estate agent because they tend to not really know too much about many loan programs. Whereas me, I would say, oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Where you from, BB girl? Where you from, girl? How old you is? What's up, the Razzler Rizzy? What's up, the Rizzler Rizzy? How's it going? Welcome in. Give yourself a wedgie and then show us. Nah, I'm good, Captain. Captain Trooper Vex, I'm good. I appreciate you, though. Sounds kind of bizarre, but, it's all good. But, yeah. What's up, Tim? Good to see you, my precious metals guy. I'm 24, too young. Too young for what exactly, BB girl? Too young for what? Let's see. Hey, thanks for the hand heart, Tim. I appreciate it. Good to see you. I appreciate you, man. Good to see you. How's business? How business? Hey, Tim, I might be launching my new website soon, buysellgold.com. I might be launching that. I'll let you know my developer. He's a back-end developer. We're probably gonna launch it. I'm just having issues finding like a data stream for my live charts because my charts are gonna move several times a minute. Kind of like it's gonna be cool. You'll see it moving in real time. And so what happens is we can't use like a heavy like HTML5, CSS3, like WordPress or something. We can't use that because it's too heavy. So we had to dial it back, and we have to use just basic HTML, CSS. So, 30 is new adults, not 20. Well, I mean, BB girl, you're an adult. You're 24, so you a Capricorn. I don't operate off of baseless zodiac and astrology signs because it's not backed by anything. See, that's where you go wrong, girl. You can't operate on baseless zodiac signs, vibes, and all of that other stuff. You got to think more realistic, you know? Otherwise, you're going to get yourself into a bit of a pickle because zodiac signs ain't, they don't mean anything. I could tell you anything and you be like, oh, I knew it. It doesn't really matter. I could tell you I'm an Aries. You'd be like, oh, I knew you was an Aries because blah, 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 which I'm not, but you could tie anything into it, Let's see. I don't want to pickle. What do you mean a pickle? I don't want to pickle. What do you mean? What's the Marin market looking like? Marin County? I mean, Marin is always hot. Hey, Denier. What's up, Denier? Merhaba. How's it going? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Yes, indeed. But yeah, the Marin market is hot, particularly around the Namir Beach area. That area has been pretty hot, and near, oh my God, what's that? Sebastopol and Sausalito. It's been really hot out there too. Really, really hot market, particularly in Sausalito. What you doing at work? What's popping at work today? I'm surprised you at work on a Saturday. Oh, thanks for the heart. I appreciate it, my guy. Thank you so much, Hoyan 555. Hoyan, I appreciate you, man. 10.4 thousand followers. Wow, I appreciate it. Thank you. What do you do, Hoyan? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm bad at reading and everything, You work every weekend. So what exactly do you do, Denier? Let's see. But yeah, y'all, I mean, it's going to be a hot market. I work every weekend and to be fair, I mean, I work many weekends as well too. So it's not just you. So I work quite a bit as well. Even now, I worked a little bit today, So I get it. It can be tough. And for those of you who are watching me on the Kicker, I appreciate y'all for being here. Be sure to follow me if you can. I'm a struggle streamer, so be sure to follow me. If you have any questions, use the forum. Ask me whatever you want. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for being here, all right? I work at the mall. What do you do at the mall, my guy? But yeah, so the Marin market, it's a lot of old money out there in the Marin market. I know Lucasfilms is still out there too. Hey, for those of y'all who don't know, do y'all know what famous now deceased musician is from Marin? Whoever can name it first gets a star, whatever. Who knows what artist is from Marin? No Googling either. Hey, Huyen, thank you for the rose. I appreciate you. Who's Payne? Who the heck is that? I don't know who that is. I work at my uncle. That's awesome, Denier. So y'all have a smooth... Dude, that's awesome. See, keeping it in the family, man. I love that. So are you planning on taking it over at some point and adding it to your portfolio or what? What's your plans with that? Or perhaps opening your own smoothie bar or something? Man, hey, and I also need some good recipes for some smoothies, man. Like, for real. I'm not sure if Jimi Hendrix is from there, but Tupac is actually from Marin. A lot of people don't know that. Tupac Shakur? Tupac Shakur? Tupac. Yeah, mama. Baby, don't you know that love we need, dear mama? Nah, he ain't alive. He passed away a long time ago. He was murdered. I mean, Denier, seriously, I mean, if you have an opportunity to do that, you may want to... How old are you, Denier? I think you may have told me. Let me double check. Let's see. Nope. Did you tell me? Nope, you did not. That was someone else that told me their age. James Gessler, what's up? 18 in 12 days. Man, congratulations. What you doing for your 18th birthday? That's awesome, man. That is awesome. Man, have you ever thought about perhaps joining the military or something? Man, same old, just getting cake and spending time with the family for sure, for sure. I'm feeling it, man. Heck yeah, man. You've been to Turkey, right? Karakoy. Ba, 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 ba. Military like a plain sea, though. Oh, military like a plan C for sure. I mean, to be honest, you might want to really consider joining the military because you would get a lot of good opportunities. I mean, a lot of good opportunities being in. What's up, girl? How you doing? Real little doll rush. What's up? Good to see you, girl. You miss me or what? What's up, Tommy? What's up, Himmy? Uh, okay, dude. I've been Turkey several times. Oh, I love Turkey. It's a good time, man. Hey, what's up, Chad? It's good to see you, my guy. You are right about that, Chad. Listen, go, bro. Turkey is an experience like none other. The food, the people are so nice. The coffee, oh my gosh, it is, man. Just walking around, they got clubs all over the place. When I was there, and I went to like a little restaurant or something like that, they would give me food and I would try to pay, and they would be like, "No, we can't accept your money." I'm all like, "What do you mean?" They're like, "No, you're a guest. We can't take your money." And I'm all like, "No, I want to pay." The food would be like $1.70, $2, because they use the Turkish lira, super hyper inflated, by the way. But yeah, I would go there and it would be crazy. Loving the microphone for sure. Yeah, I had it for a while. I'm actually on the other streamers too. But yeah, it's a good time, Chad, for sure. My Halloween was good. I didn't really do much. I just watched a scary movie. I seen Smile 2 in theaters. That was good. And what else did I do? Yeah, I just chilled. I didn't really do much. I seen another scary movie too. What else did I see? Just some random movie off of Netflix. That was it. Nothing else really going on. But hey, NY Realtor, I tomorrow actually have an open house. It's gonna be live. So this open house that I have tomorrow, it's a probate listing. It's listed at 549, but it's in a super highly desirable area, and I have a feeling that it's gonna go for quite a bit. Oh yeah, for sure. Like hair transplants and everything, Chad. Absolutely, absolutely. They pioneered that. And when you leave from Turkey, you will see all of the guys from all around like Europe and even from the U.S. You will see them with all of like the bandages and like the brown stuff from the plugs and everything because it's healing. You will see people getting on a plane as well as people who went there for like cosmetics, like nose jobs and all of this. So, and you will see a lot of like Slavic women. When I was leaving, I seen a lot of Russian women. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to sell it. I'm gonna sell it. So I actually already have one person who wants to sign on with me already, even before the open house. They reached out to me and I met with them yesterday. I showed them the home yesterday and they were like, "Yeah, I want this." Like they were like, "Cash, I want it right. Like I'm gonna sign with you. I want it." It's nice. There's like an old truck that's still on the property from like the late 60s or the mid 60s. It's an old Ford truck. And I guess the person who lived there actually kept the truck in really good condition. So it's just sitting on the property. But the cool thing is, whoever buys the property, the truck comes with it. How cool is that? But yeah, it's gonna be. I anticipate it's gonna be a pretty high turnout. The guy didn't sign on with me yet because he's still trying to figure out. Well, we're trying to figure out our plan of action. I did give him an idea of the comps in the area, so that's gonna be really exciting. And I'm the place is listed at 549, but he's probably going to have to make an offer to be competitive. Even 800, I was going to recommend maybe 880 or something, submit an offer for 880 grand. And even at that rate, there's no guarantee he's going to get the place. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, it even happened like 2 weeks ago when I submitted an offer for someone for 2.15 million and we weren't even close, So, and this was for another property for another highly desirable area. I mean, things like that tend to happen. No, Chad, I did not vote yet. I still have my ballot and everything. I need to vote. I think I'm probably going to do last minute voting. I'm probably going to stop in maybe tomorrow or maybe Monday, or if it's open tomorrow. I know they have them at like the local churches and everything, so I may do that, but we'll see. Yeah, it's going to be pretty competitive. I know another house about a month ago or maybe 3 weeks ago, NY Realtor, I know there was a house, it was in better condition, but on a significantly smaller parcel, and it sold for 1.2 something million. So we'll see what happens. And I'm only charging them 2.5%. Usually my fees are 3 to 3.5%. So I'm only charging them 2.5%. And more than likely the seller agent, he's going to cover that. So I just still told the buyer, I said, expect to pay that. But of course, I'm going to try to negotiate where we could get that paid off for you. But you want to always operate as if you have to pay that. This way, there's no surprises. So, no, I don't think that there's going to be widespread voter fraud. There's no widespread voter fraud. People are going to try to do small pockets of defrauding, but it's so small, it's statistically insignificant. It's not going to affect the outcome of the election. It's almost like a lottery, right? The chances, what is it, like 1 in 290 million, something crazy like that. So you're probably talking like 0.0000000000001. I mean, that's not going to affect the election. So, but yeah, it's going to be really, really exciting. NY Realtor, what you got going? You got any open houses or anything for tomorrow? Or you going to church, huh? I know you a church gal. You about to go with all them ladies at church. You like hanging with the ladies at church, huh? Lord, 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 Jesus. No, I'm playing. Oh my gosh. Y'all be having too much fun, Oh, you went to church today. That's what's up. Man, I'm actually going to be going to church tomorrow to vote at one of the local churches, but we'll see. Tomorrow is family day. Okay, so you're hanging out with the family, maybe cooking and everything? Is that what you're doing? Hey, and for those of you who are joining me, I appreciate y'all for being here. Be sure to follow me. Don't just watch me, follow me. And engage. I got a chat thing right here. See, y'all see how Chad engaged? Y'all other looky-loos need to engage too. If you don't engage, you're gay. No, I'm playing. I'm only being humorous. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be really interesting. What's up, Diego Ramos? Welcome in. Yeah, I haven't been on live in a while, so I'm doing a little bit of catch up. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. Still water those who know. Still water those who know. What do you mean, Diego? Do tell. I don't know what you mean by that, my guy. Tell me what you really think, Tell me what you think. For real. Oh, shit. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. I wouldn't even be surprised if this home, and a home is nice. It's 789 square feet. The home itself is a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. It's a complete fixer, but the lot is huge. The lot is 4,900 square feet in a super desirable area. Maybe I'm just a little more cynical when it comes to politics. It's not really that. People have theories and speculation, and like I said, it does happen, but it's so small, it's so minute, it's statistically insignificant. It's not going to affect the outcome of the elections by no stretch of the imagination. And people will try it. We've even seen people going around and lighting voter boxes on fire, you know? But even at that rate, people are going to be notified, but it's still not going to change the outcome. Even at that rate, it's still so small, it's not going to affect anything. I do look like an egg, huh? EJK, I appreciate you. A rotten egg? Why a rotten egg, my guy? Why I gotta be a rotten egg? Are you just saying that because you're attracted to me or what? Hey, y'all remember that old website? It was called, I think, Rotten Egg. No, it was Rotten. Y'all remember that old site where you go there and you could see the craziest things like during war and all of this other stuff? You could see like crazy footage and like people who were deleted and that were like deleted live and all of that. Y'all remember the website Rotten? I wonder if that still exists. I remember when I was young, that was like, you could see some pretty crazy stuff on it. Dang, EJ, it's like that? Because I'm black. Are you jealous of black people or what? He said, because you're black. Black. Yes, I am. Nothing can go past you, my friend. I am black. How many years did you do? I did 4 years in the Marine Corps, Terrell Green. What about you, my guy? Man, you got 6,666 followers. Man, I don't want to even mess that number up. Man, I was going to follow you, but that's really cool to just see 6666. Did you serve or what? Part of the 1% club. No kidding. So you're of the high 1% socioeconomic class, huh? That's what's up, man. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell me what you do and everything. Hey, EJS, man, or yeah, EJK, man. Follow me, man. I'd love to hear more from you, man. So that is a good question, Chad. So when I go, I don't need to. Usually they check for pests when I do like an open house and everything. So they, or they refer to them as, what is it? Organic something eaters, organic wood eaters, because it could be a number of things that could eat organic or eat wood and stuff like that. Not just like termites. It's like other things. Good for you, BB girl. I'm glad. Terrell, I'm at that hundo percentile P&T, my guy. I got effed up, man. I got effed up when I was in the service, man. What about you? Yeah, but I'm at that hundo percent. I got that P&T status too, that extra designation on top of the hundo percentile. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying. You know. What branch you served in, bro? Did you serve or what? Let's see. MedSep, I was diagnosed. Oh, okay. Man, just a few days ago, huh? What branch? Navy. Man, what's your MOS? Man, what percentile are you at? I got so many questions, bro. But yeah, so Chad, speaking of which, Chad, so, you know, it's funny you say that. When I was leaving, when I was locking up the open house yesterday, I felt like a sharp sting right here in my arm. I look, a damn bee stung me right here and was just holding on with his stinger in me. And I'm like, what did I do to you, bro? I didn't even do anything to you. I didn't even see you. You just stung me. And I'm a huge proponent for bees. We need bees. We love bees. Bees are our friends. I get it, right? We have to protect bees at all costs. But I'm like, bro, what did I do? And I was like, like that. And then my prospective client, he was like, oh, everything okay? And I was like, no, a bee stung me, And then he came, he was like, oh shit. And then he flicked it out, and then he like grabbed the stinger and pulled it. Well, you're not supposed to really, but he flicked the stinger out with his like finger. You're not supposed to grab, you're supposed to like flick it out, I think. But yeah. I mean, just my guy, I mean, it just depends. Did they give you anything yet? Because at least if they give you 100%, Terrell, or I'm sorry, if they give you 0%, they're acknowledging it, which is really good. So if they give you 0%, that's actually a good thing. So don't discredit 0%. You don't want to be denied. Oh yeah, so that's a good thing. So here's what you do. Continue to take it, right? and just continue to do that. Continue to order more. And did you apply and did you do your did you file for your intent to file? If not, you can go to the website and it's just a generated button and you click it, and just by clicking it, it'll launch your intent to file. That day, from that day is your official. That it doesn't matter even if you're still on active status, that's fine. But you can still do an intent to file, and then basically, if it takes many months, you would get paid all of those days up until that point. So you should be good there. You're in. Okay, all right, for sure. But yeah, go to the website, to the .gov website, and file for your intent to file. Okay, and if you need more information about it, send me a DM and I'll walk you through it. But you want to make sure you file for your intent to file. This way, you get all of that back pay. Because when they gave me mine, bro, they gave me like mid 5 figures, and I was like, what? Oh my God, you know? Yeah, for sure. Absolutely, my guy. So, Chad, that's actually a good question, Chad. So possums are actually rated, they don't look for possums because they're actually very clean. They're among the most cleanest rodents than any other animal. Only because they eat bugs and other pests, so they don't have like diseases. They're actually known to be amongst the cleanest, which is bizarre because they look creepy. They got the big teeth, they got the sunken eyes, they look like big rats, but they're actually the cleanest. And they don't really bite, believe it or not. So if you get close to it, they don't really chomp down on you. You can like stick your hand in their mouth. They'll just keep their mouth open. Their defense mechanism is playing dead. So they'll open their mouth to kind of scare you away. But when that doesn't work, they'll fall over and then they'll emit like this nasty, potent odor that's of like a dead carcass. And it's to deter would-be predators, right? Because when the predators smell it, oftentimes they'll just, move on. They'll just sniff at it and move on because it's kind of like a skunk. It's a really, really bad odor. And then once that they're gone, then they'll wobble away. I wouldn't be surprised if it was sent by EJK, man. EJK, you need to follow me, my guy. I like you. But yeah, Terrell, man, I got you, my guy, man. I'm gonna help you out, all right? But yeah, we want to make sure you. Okay, so stuff like that, you want to make sure you tell your primary care physician at the clinic. So, and you want to make a note of this, and this is so important. Everything, because they have a tendency of losing shit. You want to every little thing you do, you want to log it, right? Have a log book. Make sure the dates and times, who you spoke to about it, log that, right? Log everything. You want to make sure you log it. And I wouldn't recommend you file right now. You want to get more you want to get more behind you before you file. Okay, cool. And this is important too. Any documentation you have from like a base clinic or a base hospital, keep that. That's gold, okay? Anything from a private clinic, for the most part, it's going to be useless. But anything from a base clinic or a base hospital, oh my God, or like the VA, it's gold, my guy. So you want to keep that. You want to protect that with dear life. And if you're black, did they ever give you like a no shave chit for like pseudofolliculitis barbae? So if they gave you a no shave where you're not supposed to shave because you suffer from pseudofolliculitis or razor bumps, you want to keep that too because you could also get a rating for that as well. So that was actually one of the things they gave me a rating for. Oh, excellent. So keep that. That alone, that's a quick 10%. Instantly, you submit that, that's a quick 10% right there. Like, no kidding. I mean, Chad, don't get me wrong. I don't like possums. I'm not defending them. I'm just saying that possums are just the most cleanest. They still freak me out. But if you ever encounter a possum, you could just grab it by the tail and just throw it over the fence or something. It'll be all right. But no, they're actually pretty. I mean, they look creepy, but they don't really do anything. They just look at you, and they're not fast. They move very slow, but they mainly dig and eat like bugs and like worms and stuff like that, and like beetles and stuff. That's what they eat. They don't care about anything else. Let's see. No, I mean EJK. I'm just trying to show the love for everybody. You know, everyone that's in here. Uh, so the word for razor bumps, Chad, is pseudofolliculitis barbae. It's a long word. I think it probably has maybe 26 characters or something. Oh wow! So that's another thing too, Terrell. So Terrell, that's actually another thing you could be rated on. Now, were you ever seen by a clinic while you were active because of that? If so, and if you have paperwork, that's really, really good. Hey, Renee, good to see you. Welcome in, Renee Calloway in the house. For those of y'all who don't know, Renee Calloway, she is a senior level mortgage broker. She knows her ish for real. So y'all go follow her. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Renee, it's good to see you. Yeah, I'm just in here talking random, you know, talking about some random stuff. It's good to see you, Renee. For those of y'all who don't know Renee, go follow her. Let me see if I could give you a little marker right here. And then let's see what else we could do for you here. Renee, trying to see if we could pin your comment. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Pin this comment. All right, y'all, go follow Renee, okay? Go follow Renee Calloway from Nexa Mortgage, for real. Just a corpsman on the ship. So that's, okay, Terrell, that's phenomenal. So do you have paperwork? If you have any paperwork about that, that's perfect. You want to submit that because I think that might be between 10 to 30%. Yep, Chad, you got it. Pseudofolliculitis barbae. That's it, baby. That is it. Yep. And usually other races of people tend to not get it. It's mainly only like people who have Afrocentric hair. So black people or like people from like South America. Sometimes people from like the islands, they suffer from it, but mainly black people suffer from it. So they actually give you a monetary figure for it because while you're in the service, your hair follicles get messed up because of the type of things they have us do. So in my case, when I was in the service, they would require me to shave on a dry face with just the shaving gel and everything, and that messed up my hair follicles. Oh, you did? I didn't get a request. Let me see. Or maybe I turned away from it when it popped up. I didn't see anything. Heck no. Yeah, Terrell. So make sure you get that. Make sure you get all your entire file. You know, Renee. Doing here. Let me see if I could send a request to you, Renee. Hang on. Oh, here we go. Accept. Here we go. All right, I got you. All right, I think I just accepted you. I hope that worked. Yeah, Chad. Yeah, they would make us do a dry shave. So like when we were in the field, they'll be like, put shaving gel on your freezer. I'm like, ah. Then we would put it on the face. They're like, shave fast. We're like, ah, like that, you know. And it would be like bump, you know. And I would just have like all of these like ingrown hairs, and it was so painful. It was, and even till now, like you can still see all around my neck and all of that, right? I don't know if you can still see like the dark spots and all of that, right? So those are the remnants from pseudofolliculitis barbae. So that's also something too, Terrell. So if you also have documentation, you can be, you have to go to podiatry, and they'll give you, especially if you needed like shoe soles, if you suffered from like flat feet or something because of that, that's all that they would give you a percentage for that. Let me see, Renee. Let's see. I'm gonna send you an invite, Renee. All right, I just sent you an invite. Yeah, exactly, Chad. That's what I'm saying, right? Exactly. It's easy, you know. Hey, Renee, can you hear me? I can hear you now. How's it going? Oh, I I don't know if you would be able to. I think you have to have a certain number of followers before they approve you for that. You can do audio, but you can't do camera until you reach a certain number of followers. You have to have a certain number of people follow you. Yeah, it'd be like that. Yeah, they be tripping on here. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. This is gonna be another crazy probate, and it kind of like the one we did where you had joined me before. This one, I don't know if you remember the other one. It had like that old car in the back that was in the garage. You remember that? So this one kind of the same. There's a really old truck from like the 1960s. It's just parked in the back. So whoever get the house, they get everything that's included. So it's going to be. The house is 1924. It's 100 years old. I think the truck that's parked, it's an old Ford, and I think it's been there. I mean, you could tell it's been there for a while, but it's like really old school. I would probably say from like the 1960s, the early 1960s or something like that. It's really nice, and the owner he kept it in good condition, given the circumstances behind it. No, no. Oh gosh, where like the cars, you have to crank the cars and everything. Now that would be cool. Oh yeah. Uh huh. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's what I was telling folks. I'm like, hey, you have like the FHA 203, you have the what is it, the Fannie Mae home style renovation loan. You got all of those programs y'all could take advantage of. And for those of you who are watching, go hit up Renee if y'all need and tell people a little bit about yourself, Renee. Tell them what states you service and what your specialty is. Wow. Wow, unbelievable. Hey, Terrell, you hear this? So if you need a VA loan, go hit up Renee. She'll hook you up with a VA loan. And if you're in California, it's even easier for her because that's where she's headquartered. So, Terrell, hit her up if you need a VA loan. If you're trying to get your first get a property. So Terrell, he's a veteran right now. So he has. You said you were on your way to what? Oh wow, that's gonna be fun. You excited? Yeah. Oh, nice, nice. Is this your first time on live like this? For sure. Hey, for those of you who are here, go follow Renee Calloway. She's a senior mortgage broker. She's based here in California. She knows her stuff. She could hook y'all up, hit her up, see what she could do for you. Yes, Chad. Yes, VA loan is they're only for veterans. So you have to be a service member, and you not only that, but you would have had to serve and be approved because even some folks who served in the military, they still would not qualify, depending on the type of contract they signed for. But yes, it's for veterans, U.S. veterans only. So
But
let's
if
see.
you're not a veteran, there's other options for 100% financing
Yep,
with down payment assistance. Some down
absolutely.
payment assistance are forgivable, where you don't have to pay it back, but you would need to keep the loan for 5 years, and a portion of it's forgiven every year. You do
Wow.
get 1099, and it's considered income, but there are options to get into properties with little to no money down.
Nice, nice, nice. And Renee, how long does it take for someone to be qualified for a VA loan?
I can qualify someone within 30 minutes,
Wow.
unless we need to do a little bit more verification. It could take a couple of days.
Uh huh. Nice. And for
And if you're not ready to buy now, I can let you know what to do to get ready.
absolutely. And so for someone who's looking to get a home loan, let's say a conventional loan, how long does it take for them to get a pre-qualification just to get an idea of what they could qualify for based off of the little bit of information they provide?
Sure. So it takes about maybe 10 to 15 minutes to complete an application. We typically need just your personal information, where you've lived out for 2 years, where you've worked out for 2 years. There's some yes or no questions. And then we'll need documentation such as pay stubs, W 2s, bank statements. We'll get a copy of your driver's license. And it can take me anywhere between 30 minutes to an hour to put your pre approval together. And I wouldn't necessarily need to pull your credit, because I know a lot of times people don't want their credit pulled. They don't want a hard pull.
Sure.
So we can always just go over the numbers. You can tell me what your debts are, and I can give you a rough idea what your payment would be, and a rough idea what you qualify for. But I wouldn't be able to issue the pre-approval letter until your credit is pulled.
Sure, sure, absolutely, absolutely. And how long does it take to get a full blown certified pre approval?
So we have pre-approval, which is me looking at your paperwork, running a program called DU, or it's Desktop Underwriter, and that can take anywhere between 30 minutes to a couple hours. Or for pre-approval, so that's a pre-qual, and a pre-approval is when an underwriter actually signs off on everything.
Mm,
You don't necessarily need a pre-approval unless you have some out-of-the-box kind of stuff,
right.
but usually a DU
So,
pre-qualification is sufficient to start writing offers on properties.
so someone asked, does having bad credit affect my chances of getting a loan for a new home?
Not necessarily. There are a lot of programs out there that will accept lower credit scores, or collections, charge-offs. They'll accept that. Now, Desktop Underwriter is a program that Fannie Mae uses. Loan Prospector, or LP, is a program that Freddie Mac uses. And what we do is we take your application, we run your credit, we enter your income information, and we run it through the automated underwriting system, and it basically says yes or no. If it says no, it tells us why. But then there's other programs that will accept these terms, but they typically come with a little bit of a higher interest rate or want more of a down payment. So just because you have poor credit or challenging credit doesn't necessarily mean that you wouldn't get a loan. I have investors that will go down to a 500 credit score,
Mm.
but of course you would also need to have a higher down payment,
And what's
because interest rates are all based on risk.
sure, sure. And what's
And
the
when
recommended
yeah,
credit score for buying a house?
recommended FHA around 620 to 640, where you're going to get the better financing terms than you would at like 580. Of course, the higher the credit score, the better. But sometimes it doesn't move the needle very much when an extra 10 points or 20 points So I get a lot of clients that come to me and that say, "Oh, I want to pay off my credit cards before, I have you pull my credit." But sometimes that doesn't necessarily increase your score enough to make a big difference. So usually consulting with myself and kind of going over where your credit's at. I always recommend downloading the Credit Karma app, and then maybe sending me screenshots. I can take a look at that and kind of see where you're at. Sometimes credit scores, we can't improve them. We just need time. Sometimes credit scores can be improved with paying down principal balances or opening up a new account. And one good way to increase your score is piggybacking on someone else's credit, meaning you become an authorized user on one of their credit cards.
Okay.
And, you have to make sure that credit card's been open for a long time, at least a few years, that carries a very low balance compared to what you can borrow. So let's say someone has a credit card with a limit of $1,000. Maybe they carry $100 balance and they've had it for 5 years. That would be a good credit card to become an authorized user on. And once that card reports, it'll report on your credit report, and that will increase your score. So you're basically piggybacking on someone else's credit. And to know when that will report, having the Credit Karma app is a really good tool to monitor your credit.
Sure.
It doesn't necessarily give you the scores that I would pull, but it does show you when the last time the card has reported.
Okay.
So if the card, if it reported on the 22nd of October, then November 22nd or 23rd, it will report again. So it's a good way to monitor it so that we know when to pull your credit.
Sure.
And we should see a credit score increase, but we also include that debt, any payment on that credit card towards your debt to income ratio. So if you did get added as an authorized user, make sure the payments aren't too high because you don't want it to take away from your buying power.
Sure. And someone asked, they thought 640 was below average or poor.
640 is a good score. 640, you definitely want to use FHA financing on a 640 credit score. Your interest rate will be lower and your mortgage insurance will be lower on FHA financing compared to conventional financing. You can get conventional financing with an FHA with a 640 score, but the FHA rate and mortgage insurance will be a lot less, unless you're coming in with a significant amount of money down. But then we would also compare, if you're coming in with 50% down, we would still compare FHA versus conventional. But sometimes the interest rates on conventional and FHA are the same when you have a lower credit score and a higher down payment.
Sure. Absolutely. So how long would it take to be approved for an FHA loan?
It's the same all the way around. So it can take me, it just depends if I get all the documentation. It can take me 30 minutes. But if I need to verify something or if I need to get additional documentation, it could take me a little bit longer. It just depends on how long the consumer takes to get me the required information.
What disqualifies someone from getting an FHA loan?
FHA loan, if you're delinquent or default in any federal debt, so student loans, taxes, we pull what's called CAVers, or we pull an FHA case number, and they basically search to see if you're default in any federal debt, or if you've had any type of financial federal crimes that can kind of prevent you from getting an FHA case number to get qualified for FHA loans. Student loan debts, it's one of the easiest loans to take out, but one of the hardest loans to pay back. And I think that there's not a lot of education or information for college students when it comes to that. You're in school, you want to pay for your education, but, and kind of getting off topic here, but, you have to look at what you're getting your degree in, what your rate of pay would be for that degree. If you're making $65,000 with that degree, but you're taking out $200,000 in student loan debt, it doesn't make sense because you can never get rid of it.
Right.
If you file bankruptcy, you can't get rid of student loan debt. It will always be there. And if you default on it, it can prevent you from getting other government subsidies or programs. So it's a debt that just doesn't go away like taxes.
If you behind on your student debt does not decrease your chance. Yeah, Chad. Yeah, it does decrease. Well, let's ask. So, if you're behind on your student debt, does that decrease your chances? Do you, Chad? Do you mean
Because you're
like
delinquent. So they're
like a forbearance or what? Are you referring to that, Chad, or what? I don't know what he's referring to.
Yeah. Well, if you're delinquent, if you haven't made your payments and you're actually delinquent and it's reporting late, you're delinquent on a federal debt, and that would prevent your chances of getting an FHA case number.
Yeah.
Now, it'd be wise to either set up a payment plan or ask for deferment, but we still calculate a payment for that debt. And it depends on what program you're getting. If you're getting an FHA, VA, or conventional loans, we calculate it differently for each type of program. It could be 5% of the debt divided by 12. That would be your estimated monthly payment. But if you have an income-based repayment plan and we can show the paperwork on it, we can use that payment to qualify you. So just because your student loan is in deferment doesn't mean we don't include a payment to go against your debt to income ratio.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent. Heck yeah. You hear that, Chad? He said okay. Yeah, hey, Chad, here, I'll send you her information too. All right. Yeah, for sure. Hit her up. She knows her stuff, so hit her up. She's available anytime. You can call her, you can text her, and she'll go through the different loan options that she has in her network, and hopefully she can find something for you. But yeah, that's Renee Calloway, y'all.
Yeah,
for
even
sure.
if you're not ready to buy, even if you're not ready to buy now, or you're in a position where you need to work on some things. I'll work with you. I'll work with you for a year, 2 years, 3 years, however long it takes. So even if you're not ready to buy now, we can kind of put you on a plan to get you
A little bit of a pathway.
get you started in home ownership.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Awesome.
And I'll work on my followers. So Chad, go ahead and follow me. Once I get enough followers, I'll be able to go live and
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're gonna
You'll
get
be
you
able to
some.
see me on video.
We're gonna get you some more followers. I'm gonna push some more folks your way. Because I think you might need. Let's see how much.
All right. Well, we're headed.
Let's see. Let me see real quick. Let's see TikTok. Let's see how many
Okay.
followers needed to go live. Let's see. So it says 1,000, but you could probably get away with it for maybe like 650 or something like that. Usually, when you get to about like 600, they'll start unlocking the tools for you. Because they did that for me because I don't even have
I'm
1,000.
about 200 followers right now.
Yeah. But yeah, once you get to about like 6 or 650, then you'll start getting the notifications that things are unlocking. Or another way to go live is you can use Streamlabs, and you could go live right now, but you have to use Streamlabs, and then Streamlabs will request a stream key from TikTok, and then more than likely they'll approve it. And then once they give you a stream key, you could go live with Streamlabs. So that's something.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to get with you on that.
Alrighty.
I also want to talk to you too, and this is not about mortgages. It's more about we spoke about like creating web pages and having a good domain name.
Sure.
That doesn't that is kind of unique.
Sure.
And I know that you know a lot about that. And I don't know if your listeners want to
Sure.
hear
Let's hear it. That's right up my alley. I love it.
Yeah. Okay. So my webpage is Callaway Financial Group. And when we spoke, you kind of did a little search, and there was another company called Callaway Financial Services. So if anybody mistypes it, it goes to another web page.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out, okay, do I want to keep Callaway Financial Group, which that's my DBA, that's what my business is under,
Sure.
or do I just want a straight web domain of Renee Callaway?
So excellent question. And so in a situation like this, your name, so you could still use the group, but you can, for your name, I would probably say ReneeCallaway.com or Renee or Callaway.com would be more advantageous as opposed to the three word, because if any more often than not, people use search engines to search for things, and by default, oftentimes people use Google, and that first group always pops up, so they would more than likely click that first, thinking that that's probably you, and they'll probably go through the whole rigmarole with that site because it's too closely, you know, with your business, so they wouldn't really know the distinctive differences of the last word. Other things that I would probably recommend too is looking for like an abbreviation. So RCG.com or something like that, but something like that, that would be an investment. That would probably be, I don't know if that would even be available. Let's see. Those are, yeah, that's taken, but usually something like that would be a little more, you know, ideal in a perfect world. But and in your case, I think just your name, you would have more benefits because people would just know to search your name. Unless
So
you
how
get
is that when if someone spells my name wrong? What
mhm.
happens if someone spells my name wrong?
Good question. Good question. So it depends. So there's a lot of factors at play. It depends on how well your search engine optimization is. So if someone misspells your name, particularly in one of the three main search engines, your website should still pop up first. But if there's someone that closely resembles your name and they provide the same service, they may pop up. But all of that plays into your search engine optimization. So, in other words, what people do to kind of help with their search engine optimization is they would have a single domain and they would play with that. They would do what is referred to as backlinks, and I'll show you about that later. So basically, have your business registered on a bunch of different websites, and basically have your URL address on all of these websites, and that would actually help you get ranked through search engines. And being on social media is big as well. That would help with that when they do the crawls. So they have search engines, they have crawl bots, and they'll look at your website and they'll determine its authenticity, and they'll check to see if your website is linked with other websites, if other websites are talking about it, if there are articles written about you and your website, all of this other stuff, and that determines where they'll place you rank wise. So the more you're being talked about or the more links you have on other websites, the higher placement you get on the search engines. And then finally, your response time.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, let's.
Oh, what were you gonna say?
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, let's definitely connect on this. No,
Okay.
let's definitely connect on this. I gotta get going.
Alrighty.
It's been fun. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming up, and I'll talk to you later.
Yeah,
Enjoy
so
your time.
I'll get I'll get I'll get some more viewers or more followers so that I can go live with my video.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We're gonna make it happen. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
All right, Renee. Have a good one.
You too.
All right, y'all. Again, that was Renee Callaway from Nexa Mortgage. Y'all go follow her. She's an amazing person. She knows her stuff about loans. No, Chad, she is not on Kick. She's on TikTok. Let's see. Let me see if she's here. I'll send you her URL address. I don't know if I could post it in here. You would have to change some things, but I'll send this to you on here. TikTok, and then and of course the dot there, Chad, you would have to change that, but yeah. I'm getting hungry. Man, I need to eat. I was thinking about having spaghetti and meatballs tonight. I'm going to cook it myself. See, I cook myself, Chad. That's cool, right? I already got my ground turkey and everything. I'm going to put like all these nice spices in it. It's going to be good. Of course, we sell halal. Yeah. And actually, there's this amazing Lebanese restaurant just down the street from me. They actually have a really high rating on Google as well. Probably some of the best like Mediterranean food ever and the best burgers ever. I mean, it's just unbelievable. And I think I still have baklava from because they give you like complimentary. Oh yeah, cooking for yourself it saves money and you get to see what you're putting in your food because I mean to be honest, it's kind of you kind of got to be careful trusting people these days. So there's that piece as well. Trusting people is a big thing. Um. Well, Chad, I mean, it's actually not as bad as you think. Of course, with any large, densely populated metropolitan areas, there's going to be groups of homeless people. There's going to be homeless communities. The population is steadily increasing. People can't afford things, so people end up on the streets. Huge thing is feminist movement, right? It had women saying that I could do it all by myself, but what we've seen too is a huge influx of homeless women on the streets as well. A huge influx of homeless women. So that's what we're seeing as well. Um, but lately, they've been moving out a lot of the homeless encampments, and yeah, it's not as big as it was just like a few months ago. So yeah, there are big homeless encampments around, but I mean that's just like with a lot of big metropolitan areas. In other big cities, it's not as bad. So, for example, if you go to San Diego, other parts of LA, other parts of the San Francisco Bay Area, you're not going to see it. But if you go to parts of these areas where homeless encampments are known for, like, uh, oh my God, what's that one in LA? Um, I forgot what it's called, but it's been known to be like a huge long street of homeless people, something alley or something like that. Figueroa, well, no, not Figueroa. It might be Figueroa, but I thought it was something else. Something alley. I think something alley, homeless alley or something like that. Skid Row. Yes, that's what it is. Skid Row. Yes, yes. So there's Skid Row. That's been known to be a homeless encampment area for years, and it's kind of because it's been a long-standing tourist attraction too. You see the tourists from all around the world. Even when I drove through Skid Row, you see people from like China and all of that. There's like groups of people walking down Skid Row taking pictures, and they got their backpacks. People from like Europe, China. So it's more of a tourist attraction than anything, and it's crazy because a lot of people. Because here's the thing, right? And so Skid Row is a perfect example, and I'm going to use Skid Row as my example. So many people flock to Los Angeles in hopes of getting in the entertainment industry, right? Models, entertainers, actors, actresses, whatever, right? But 99.99% of people that go to LA to get in these industries, they don't make it. So they ultimately go broke. A lot of them think that they're too good to work. A lot of them are so used to being taken care of. A decent number of them are young. So what happens is they end up on a street. And that's really common in LA, particularly in LA, because there was one guy, I forget what it was. I think, oh man, I forget, but he did a documentary, and a large number of the people that he encountered, he's all like, why aren't you on a, like, you should be modeling, like, look at you, like, gosh, like he paid to get this one guy a haircut, and then he was like, holy shit, you're handsome. He was all like, why are you on the street? And he was like, yeah, just struggling. He was all like, dude, you should be an actor, but it's so many of them. And another thing too is like when you go to LA, you go to like really like McDonald's, Burger King. If you go down Hollywood Boulevard, you go to like the bars and all of that. You see the women working there, and y'all like, whoa, you should be on the cover of Cosmopolitan magazine. You like a solid LA 9, you know? But they're just like, I'm struggling. I can't make it out here. It's a lot more difficult than I thought. So, I mean, it be like that sometime. You know what I'm saying? It definitely be like that sometime. For real. Hey, Chad, by the way, can you hear my music in the background? I have it playing very lightly. I don't know if you can hear it. Exactly. You have to sell your soul. You have to, yeah, definitely have to sell your soul. That ain't no lie at all. You got to sell your soul. Yeah. One person said you got to get those cheeks clapped, you know? How you think people made it around Diddy? You know, they had to get their cheeks clapped, you know? There's quite a, I mean, because what's that guy's name? Epstein and all of them. And the other guy. So you got to get in with the Illuminati. You got to get your cheeks clapped a few times. Even other people known like even like Halle Berry and all of them. Make no mistake, Halle Berry, she had to get her cheeks clapped many times to make it in Hollywood. Many, many times. And there was even someone, I think it was Cat Williams, someone mentioned that Halle Berry was at an event or something like that. And there was a group of guys, and I think Epstein or one of the other guys, like, they seen Halle Berry, and I think they greeted her from a distance, and she kind of like rolled their eyes at her. And then they were like, oh, she wasn't saying that, 3 nights ago, like basically implying that they all did something with her. So, and then they were like, ha ha ha, and they were all laughing and stuff. It's crazy. It is crazy out there. Yeah, it's like some weird Illuminati. And Cat Williams, I believe it. And look at what's happening. Look at even folks like Diddy, right? There's even reports now that Diddy even like smashed Justin Bieber. He smashed like so many people because people wanted to make it so bad. Like he is known to like smash people like a lot. And people know not to say anything about it because they're so fearful of Diddy and his goons, they ain't gonna say anything. Even people like Machine Gun Kelly, all of these people, they're known to have gotten smashed by Diddy. What's up, Moto? How's it going? Good to see you. What's the good word? How's everything going? Yeah, the Mason part, all of that. You hear something in the background? It's like a small like sound, that's what I was trying to go for. I might have to turn it up a little bit. I mean, your username looks vaguely familiar, but no, I don't. If you don't visit, and on top of that, I haven't been live for a while, so no, I don't remember you. Care to refresh my memory? Who's that in the background? Oh, that's my chair. Waka waka. Oh my gosh. Man. No, I haven't. Not yet, Chad. I have not. Does simply.
Yo, so I'm here.
Wait, would you say you said does supply chain ring a bell? Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, I do. You were studying supply chain, or you wanted to get a job in supply chain, right? something like that, right? Yeah, I encounter a lot on here. And if I recall, you in Texas? Chad, no, I have not. The Grand Theft Auto map in San Andreas is supposed to. Yes, exactly. Santa Monica is known as the Grand Theft Auto Pier. So when people go there, they be like, "Oh, it's the Grand Theft Auto Pier," you know. So yeah, that's really big too. And like Venice Beach and all of that. Yeah. So you're not in Texas. What state are you in, Moto? Oh yeah, Chad. Yeah, it's absolutely real, without a doubt. Even when you go to Santa Monica, people, I hear it like when I walk up and down Santa Monica Pier, people are like, "Oh, it's the Grand Theft Auto Pier," and people are like taking pictures and all of that, and they're even taking pictures all throughout Santa Monica. They're like, "Oh, it's just like Grand Theft Auto," and people make like funny like Grand Theft Auto videos where they're doing like the weird Grand Theft Auto run and stuff like that. So it's pretty interesting. Hey, hey, for your real, y'all, I'm about to cook dinner. It's been a pleasure. I might get on later, but I got some stuff I gotta do. I gotta run out and put out my real estate signs for open house tomorrow. It's gonna be big. I'll let y'all know. I'm gonna try to go live at the open house. Unfortunately, for those of you who join me here on the Kicker Rapper, I won't be able to show anything. I may not be able to. I'll try, but it's probably gonna be tough. I'm definitely going to be on Ticker Talker. So, Chad, if you want to check it out, be sure to follow me on Ticker Talker. I'm at Icon Advisor on TikTok. Yeah, a lot of people have been talking about the new Grand Theft Auto that's due to come out soon, I guess. So that's been huge excitement too. But yeah, y'all, I'm about to call it a day for now. I may be back on later, but I'm getting tired. So yeah, um, I'm about to cook, start on my spaghetti and meatball dish. So I'll see you later, Chad. Thanks again for the. I appreciate you so much for the engagement. You've been rocking with me from the very beginning. And hey, and hit me up too. I'm gonna send you a gift card for rocking with me since the very beginning. But yeah, all right, y'all. Hey, I appreciate you. Thank you so much, my friend. But yeah, I'm going to end it here. Do you know who Peyton Talbot is? No, who is that? Who is that, Cristiano? I don't know who that is. Who is that? I have no idea who that is. He's an MMA fighter? No, I don't know who it is. Why? Why do you ask? Do I look like him or something? Are you sure about that? Have you ever heard of the guy Brian Whitaker? He's the British fighter, and he always messes with his opponents. He like fights and dances, and he always trolls them. He wins every time. I think he's gonna be the champion. He's like, I think 12-0 right now or something like that. But he's a really good fighter. Check him out. Oh, you know who that is? Yeah, I like Brian Whitaker. He's a funny fighter. I actually I want to see him live. Like if he's fighting against somewhere in Europe, I think I'm gonna fly out there and see him live. I really want to see his fights because he's just so interesting. Just the way he messes with his opponents and he trolls them and stuff. I just find that super fascinating. And he always wins too. He like kicks their butt. He like tires them out by doing that. And then he like, I don't know, it's really interesting. Very fascinating. All right, y'all, I'm out of here. Until the next time, I want to extend a multitude of gratitude to all of y'all. Be sure to like, subscribe, follow me. Love the engagements. I love to see all of y'all again. Cristiano, if you ain't following me, follow me, sir, ma'am, whatever you are, ma'am, sir. All right, see you later.